And I appreciate you being honest and open
For
about
sure.
that, because I think a lot of people don't realize, like, they understand, like, okay, he's found a way to get back. He's
Yeah.
found a way to recover. He's found a way to still smile.
Yeah.
But in order to find that joy, in order to find that faith, you got to get to some dark places, man.
100%.
You got to go through some things. You got to
You
go
do.
through doubt. You got to go through sadness. Why
Yeah.
me? In your road to recovery, man, how did you keep yourself from getting to those dark places? I know you leaned on your faith. I know you leaned on the people that you love. But again, that's a lot easier said than done when we're dealing with it in real time.
I think I gave myself space to be human too. Like, I believe that we're all blessed with human emotions, and so there was days I'd be a little more frustrated than others. There's be days I felt disappointment or feel like, am I going to be able to get back to the level that I feel like I can to get back to this season? And you kind of allow those feelings to, like, you sit with them, but you don't dwell in them. I think once I feel those feelings, like, I kind of lean into my support. I'm a very big advocate for, therapy. I've been seeing a therapist for 4 years now, and that's really helped, me cognitively as well to deal with my circumstances. So I think when you go through difficulty, it's really important to find a system that is healthy, that allows you to work through those difficulties so you get to the other side without losing yourself. And just know, like, giving yourself grace to have bad days, and know, like, it's not going to always be perfect, but also realizing that the Lord has brought you through the first time. He's the same God that had you on the mountaintops, and he's the same God that brought you through the last valley. So when I have that type of perspective and I have the support that I have, I just knew it was just about God's timing. And I think it allowed me to really surrender to the process and not try to rush it, and just each day was something different. Each day was a new gift or new joy or something that in my rehab process I wasn't able to do on a Monday, but by that Friday it was a step in the right direction. So it's just being very grateful of the small wins along the process of getting back to ultimately getting back on the field.
And I got to imagine this locker room, this building, watching you go through this in real time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parallels to what the team's going through this season, right? Things didn't go the way they expected.
100%.
Things aren't going the way we expected, but getting able to watch you get through those valleys, get through those hard times, get through those dark times, now you're back.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get back on that field,
Yeah.
you make your impact felt, man.
100%.
How have you been able to help these young guys and to help the Jaden Daniels, the guys that have never been through these type of hard times in the NFL? How have you been able to help them get through this season that did not go how any of us expected?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, because I'm 7 years in the league, and I feel like I've seen it all. You know what I mean? I've been last year.
Here.
Yeah, especially here. You know what I mean? Being in one place, I've seen it all, from the highs of winning to the lows of losing. My rookie year, we won 3 games. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in this space before, and the parallel between what I was going through personally, I think it gave me perspective to be able to bring that into this locker room and into my meeting room with the receivers as life. You know what I mean? Like, when you go, like, what we're going through as a team, the season not going the way we want, adversity with injuries, ups and downs, like, that's life. You know what I mean? And so what are you going to do in those situations? You really have one or two choices. You can give up and feel sorry for yourself, or you can surrender to what the process is and learn from it. But also, like, I think you can't allow the circumstances what you're going through to change who you are. Like, if you're a person who's a leader, if you're a person who's a hard worker, if you're a consistent person, you have to be that all the time. It's easy to do that when you're winning and things are great. But when things aren't going your way, how are you responding? Are you still putting the same time and working on your body? Are you still watching the same film? Are you still being a great teammate and spending time with the guys in the locker room? The great thing about that is we have those type of guys in this locker room, and it's just about put it out there on the field and finishing football games. You know what I mean? And over the last few weeks, we're putting ourselves last week wasn't a great showing, obviously, but the week before that, like, we put ourselves in a situation to win, and we just didn't come out on the winning side. So I think just coming back, I was really of the mindset of just trying to bring the best version of myself. I felt very, like, free coming back, because I was in a space of, like, okay, I missed a lot of the off season, with the contract stuff. I've missed time with my quad, like, to a certain degree, like, what can go worse? You know what I mean? Like, you honestly get to a space of, I think we get so, I'll speak for myself. Like, sometimes the fear of the unknown can have you shaken. But once you go through that worst scenario and you see that you're okay, that God's carry you, like, it gives you strength to be able to handle the next obstacle. Because guess what? Like, football wise, like you may lose another game. You know what I mean? In life, you're going to go through another challenge. What I went through this past year, 2025, like I'm going to go through other challenges in my life. But what I learned through this season of my life and in this season of football is going to carry me to next season and also the next challenges that come in my life. And so I'm better off for it. And so that's why, you really come out stronger on the other side when you go through adversity. And so now I don't really resist it as much as I used to when I was a little younger in the league or just a younger person. Being 30 years old now, I have a wisdom about me, but wisdom comes from challenges. It comes from adversity. And so I haven't been able to do this alone. And I think that's the challenge that I try to tell people moving forward. Like, you can't go through this life alone. Like, we were born and put on this earth for communion, for fellowship, and just to be able to help people and to serve others. And so during this time, I found myself being served and serving others. And so I think it's allowed me to have those type of conversations with younger guys of this their first year in the league. And, it's a lot going on. And Jaden going through his injury, him and I have had unbelievable conversations just off the field about how, he's a man of faith, of how we get to the other side and grow and be better lights of who God has called us to be and what we're going through. Because oftentimes what you go through is, it's for you to grow, but it's also for you to be able to take what you've gone through and help the next person.
Yeah, Terry, we appreciate your honesty and vulnerability. It's so great to see you back on that field, man, because we know you worked hard to get there.